It's cheeky that, Adam. I need some music, don't I? I just realised I've not actually muted the microphone. But yeah, just waiting for people to come in. If I had some sort of like hold music or something just to keep me going, let's see what I can do. Or just drop the fucking phone. Should I just do the stream like this, where you can't actually see anything? Let's have a look. There we go. It's royalty free, so I won't get done for copyright. All right, folks, or Adam, I should say. I think that's enough time. I think it's like 1 minute too, but oh well. Why do people watch my videos, seriously? Right, that's enough of that. And let's turn the volume down so I can read the comments. See, I was nearly amazed you. Can I start again? Excuse me, a little bit of acid reflux there. I very nearly Amazoned you a phone holder the other day after watching 2 videos back to back of you dropping your phone. I did not realise that. On the hard stuff at the moment. Oh, I'm gonna get fucking harassed now. But yeah, so this is the first of a few streams that I'll probably be appearing in tonight. This one obviously is an unboxing. The next one will be, if I can get around to it, a Cloudwater Left-Handed Giant head-to-head thing. They did a collaboration beer. I'm sure there'll be a beer tuber gathering of some sort, and then I'll probably have to take a little break from that because I'm going to be going on to the Jimmy O show on his sort of like StreamYard hangouts for a little bit, and then I'll probably come back and get a little bit pissed, and then rinse, repeat tomorrow evening. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing okay. Thank you, Adam, for giving me stuff to read and address in the comments. He says, on Monkish, aren't I? What a poser. The Monkish I've had was pretty good, but it's just like everything nowadays. You see that sort of stuff being brewed brilliantly. My hair looks like I'm an old man. I've got old man's brush back hair tonight. I might be able to do tonight. That'd be good. It'd be good to catch up with a few people. But yeah, that's actually doing my fucking tits in. It'll have to do. It looks like it goes like slimmer at the top. I wish I was a little bit slimmer at the top. But anyway, enough of that. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's taking care, staying safe, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, so just a quick unboxing. And this was a sort of spur of the moment one because without going into great detail, 2021 is utterly wank. It's sort of reminding me of the mindset that I was in back in 2017 when I was having to come back to England from Germany. And then we'll stop that there because We're not going to get bogged down in that. We've had some good news in the north in terms of the C word. Numbers in some regards coming down, which is always good. Even though we've had a bit of a potential scare at Clueless HQ. I'm never going to refer to my home as that again. Its Daryl Verdant level may be a bit higher, 8.9% dipper to start. Do you know what? You're starting off nice and easy there. Nice and simple. I'm going to brush my hair the other way because it's doing my fucking nutting, and I've just made my hair look absolutely fucking stupid. So, if you just bear with me 1 second, I'm just going to fix that because that's going to do my tits in. Unfortunately, there will be no hold music this time round, but I'll keep the microphone open just so you can hear me grunt as I stand up. Oh, fucking hell, my knees. But yeah, I've no right to be vain. Fucking hell, I look like a pineapple. Oh, that'll have to do. Fucking hell. In fact, calls for desperate measures. Fucking professional streamer or what? And spoiler alert, my hair looks just the fucking same. And I realise I'm swearing way too much, so I do apologise. But that's just how it is. LOL, pause to fix your hair. Yes, indeed, Adam. It's come to that. And if by pineapple you mean you look juicy, then yes. Yes, I am very, very juicy and ripe. Thank you for that, Adam. So there we go. Makes no fucking difference. Just my hair's a bit wet now. So yeah, 2021 not going off to the best of starts. Put my brush away. Stick it up there. Save that for the OnlyFans. So I don't know. Retail therapy does the trick. And I actually didn't realise Black Iris were doing national delivery until I saw a post from them on Instagram saying that up until I think it's the end of January, there's the triannuary, whatever it is, code. And I can't remember if you get 10% off or 20% off. Can't remember what the free delivery threshold was. I think it's like about 40 quid or something like that. So, of course, I had to go to that. And I've been wanting Black Iris merch for such a long time because Kev Gray has just given the brewery such a striking and awesome identity. And it's made me want to actually get sleeve tattoos. Could you fucking imagine? Anyway, so picked up a few beers. I was eyeing up some of their mixed cases, but there were some beers that they were selling individually that weren't part of the cases. So I thought, do you know what? It's not going to cost. Well, it didn't actually cost that much more for the beers that I got. And I picked up a couple of t-shirts as well because I need more t-shirts, obviously. And with the first 200 orders, as of the Instagram post, they threw in a copy of Left Lion, which is sort of a Nottingham culture magazine. And with artwork from Kev Gray. I'm thinking if I could get a frame, that would be quite cool to hang up. I just love his artwork. I mean, look at that. Especially if you like sort of tattoo style artwork, then yeah. Could you imagine a full Kev Gray sleeve on that arm and then a Drew Millwood sleeve on the other arm? I'd be even more skint than I am now. I like Black Iris, but you chose the worst beer for the thumbnail. I just like the artwork for it. I didn't have a suitable thumbnail with it, just the logo, because it was just one of those awkward ones where white background but black circle, and it obviously wouldn't fit in properly to a 16:9 thumbnail. So yeah, wanted to get that. So packed really nicely. Next day delivery, they use DHL. I like DHL. It's who our company uses for American deliveries. I know we've actually gone over to Deutsche Post, but yeah, cheers everyone, or just Adam who's watching now. Everyone else is just lurking in the background. I don't have the reach of any of my beer tube friends, so it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. I'm just thankful for people wanting to actually sit here and watch me unbox beers and talk about beers. So I picked up 2 t-shirts. They were £15 each, which I think is pretty much standard rate for a brewery t-shirt. I don't think there is a standard rate for brewery merchandise. But it's just a shame that they didn't have any sweatshirts. Because that is one thing I do really want to pick up more of, is brewery sweatshirts. Black Iris logo there, nice and simple. Anyway, it's got t-shirt's got a nice feel to it. I just hope the extra large is an actual human size extra large. I'd imagine so, since it's quite heavy metal. Heavy metal, quite metal inspired, because let's face it, a lot of people who like metal are, like me, overweight. And that's a generalization brought to you by the Clueless Drinker. Love is the answer. This is a little bit too tight. I washed it once. It's a little bit shrunk. I've not put weight on, I swear to God. Yeah, Adam was the last comment. So the first t-shirt, the only thing is, it's got that, I've got a feeling like after like about 5-10 washes, that's going to start cracking. But I love that artwork. Well, that fits in nicely with the thumbnail of the video. Drink beer and hail Satan, Black Iris with a devil. And yeah, awesome, awesome stuff. And I know that that symbol is prevalent in this sort of imagery, but I always think of Leviathan when I see that. So that's nice. Nice soft feeling t-shirt though. I do like that. I'm just a little bit you can't ask for too much more, can you? Just a nice sort of silk screen print, as opposed to, I'd imagine this is, it's not screen printed, is it? I don't know. Rob from Hopscene should help me out on this one. And then we've got the East Mids Pale Ale t-shirt. I just love the artwork. Kev Gray is an absolute legend. So yeah, we've got those. So I picked up 6 beers because it seemed like a sensible amount. One of them is for my upcoming Coffee Beer Week, which I've actually got a sort of, how do I say it? The Coffee Beer Week, there's a system to it, and it's viewer interactive. Basically, because I've got more coffee beers than there are days in a week, I thought I would give each one of them a number, and then before the Coffee Beer Week starts, I would just do a little video stream, whatever, see what number people pick, and then I'd start on that one, and then at the end of each stream, whatever number gets picked will dictate what the next review is, just so I can get all the text ready for the streams for the next day, because I'm off on my birthday beer week. So yeah, you'll be seeing a live stream a night. Mohana, it's the Neptune coffee beer that I'm picking up tomorrow. Do you still want it? Yeah, I'll happily have a can of that. I've got some beers that I can set aside for you as well to go along with some other stuff. So yeah, that'll be awesome. Thank you, Adam. So yeah, that's the format of the Coffee Beer Week that's going to happen, and I'm looking forward to it. And actually, speaking of coffee, when I was flicking through this, because today work has been just so fucking dull. I've never had such a boring shift working from home. So I had a quick, sort of glimpse through this. And I've shared this on the group that Adam and myself are part of. But every time I've opened this, usually it's gone straight to the page, and it did when I first opened it. So there's a little bit of fate involved in what I'm going to show you. It's probably not going to be worth any of the effort, and hopefully the crunching of paper isn't getting picked up too much. I wouldn't say so because there isn't really a directional microphone, is there? So where the fuck is it? It actually looks like a good little publication. So looking forward to reading it. Oh, and there's a little feature on Black Iris. Again, if I can sort of keep that, that'd be nice framed. But then you've got to deal with the page number at the bottom. But yeah, I just love the artwork, the typography, the mono artwork, hand rendered illustration. It's exactly what I want with design. I love anything that's hand drawn. I'm not a big fan of vectorized graphics and illustrations, but anything hand drawn that gets digitized is quite nice. But yeah, when I opened the book, I came across this Donuts, which is one of those trendy hipster donut places that are around the country, much to the likes of Siop Shop in Manchester and what used to be Temple in Leeds, which got absolutely just destroyed by ignorant left-leaning arseholes who just outrage culture outrages me. But they're a donut company that do nationwide delivery, and you get 10% off. Oh, nice. So I was thinking, because they do a box for each month, to go along with the coffee beers, get some donuts. Who needs a birthday cake? I think it's like you get 6 donuts for 15 quid, which is pretty much standard rate for a trendy donut shop. I'm saying like I don't. I don't mean when I say trendy donut shop. I mean, I don't mean that as a negative because I'm hipster as fuck, quite frankly. But yeah, that's very exciting that I can get donuts delivered. And do Blue Caribou still do the poutine kits? That's my birthday. I've got my birthday beer pretty much. Got my birthday cake and got me birthday tits, and I've also got potential birthday tea and dinner. So yeah, it's probably going to cost a little bit, but it is what it is. You're only 32 once, but look like I'm 25. James says, "Did you get the other half box, Peter?" I didn't actually. I'd forgotten that the box itself was like a New York themed box, and I've got nothing against like Equilibrium or who else was in there, Finback, but I was like, oh, if it was all other half, and it wasn't 60 quid. And obviously, there's like the Cloudwater filler beers, that sort of stuff, which isn't too bad because you get good stuff in these taster boxes. But I just thought I'd give it a skip, just because of how much money I've spent on beer anyway. Although I've got some news on my Tuol situation. They're basically, for the foreseeable future, not actually going to be able to send to the UK. So I've got a refund of my January box, which is good. That sort of like covers this box with a little bit of change. So I'm a little bit gutted actually because they had the Goliath, which would have been perfect. Would have been perfect for Coffee Beer Week. But I'm not going to complain too much. The legislation, the logistics, the bureaucracy that they would have to have gone through, it's just not worth the hassle, really, is it? So they were dead apologetic about it as well in like the group that they've got on Facebook. And thankfully, no one was kicking off because it's not their fault. Do you know what I mean? I hate seeing these people kicking off over stuff like that. You're not out of pocket. You've got your money back. Yeah, you're not going to get the beers, but do you know what I mean? There's bigger things for Tuol to worry about than you getting your box. And it's not like you've not got good selection domestically. Do you know what I mean? So I'm a little bit gutted. I was looking forward to that because that first box that I have was really good. Still got pretty much all the big beers that I've not opened yet. But yeah, a little bit sad about that, but it's not the end of the world, really, is it? I can get beer any time I want. Loads of places doing next day delivery, so why worry about it? I just hope the guys are doing okay over at Tuol. Because I know they were suffering because obviously COVID in terms of staffing and having to cut down, staffing levels and people who could actually work at once. So it's a big undertaking. But that being said, I don't think Mikkeller have been having any issues with their boxes coming to the UK. But it is what it is. I would hate to be in that position to try and get that stuff organised. Oh, here we go. So Adam says, wasn't really an other half box, was it? Like 2 or 3 other half beers. And then James says there was a 7-pack other half one for £55. I didn't see that. I'd imagine that sold out by now. The New York box sold out stupidly quick. Well, actually, it sold out over the space of a day. Adam says, ironically, we can't send stuff to Europe or receive anything, but Paul in the US is getting his mail on Tuesday. Do you know what? I've still got a good chunk of his beers. I think I've got some, and I think Harry might still have some. I've not touched any, by the way. If anybody's thinking, I don't break into other people's stashes. I'm not Simon. But yeah, and I need to get that figured out. So because there's some good looking beers in there, and they're just sat there. Thankfully, they're pretty much all dark and of a higher strength, so they shouldn't really suffer. In fact, they'll be nicely aged, a couple of years now. But yeah, I've got a good amount of beers to actually send out to Paul. So I need to get that sorted. Because cheated by sending it in a pallet to Mickle Bar in London, then shipping it out. See, now you said that, considering that Tuol are essentially a byproduct of Mikkeller, being that the guys who own Tuol are students or were students of Mickle, you'd think there'd be a little bit of helping them out. Do you know what I mean? I can send you the link, but it isn't cheap to send. I don't know. If he starts kicking off and spits his dummy out asking for his beers, then I'll get it all sorted. But no, I will definitely. So yeah, if you don't mind, I need to look into that just to make sure he gets the beers that he bought. Really, but yeah, you'd think that Mikkeller would help Tuol out a little bit and let them use that sort of route as well. Maybe there could happen in the future, or maybe Tuol might be able to get something sorted out. But it is what it is, isn't it? That's what the people wanted here in the UK. I'm not going to get upset because it affects my consumption of beer. Although it kind of does, because a lot of hops and malts are going to be a little bit hard to come by from, like, the German hop farms and maltings and stuff like that. So maybe it does actually affect me, but yeah, it's like, it is what it is. I've got bigger things to worry about, quite frankly. Although it's sucky, the situation definitely is. So should we actually get on with what beers I've got instead of going off on tangents? So the first one is a can of Simcobra, which is a Simcoe double IPA, which is brewed with Simcoe and Simcoe Cryo. The cans are still a little bit chilled from the packaging. I might crack open 1 or 2 of these tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, the idea of a Simcoe double IPA sounds really good to me. Oh, by the way, James, did you pick up one of those boxes? I'd be interested to hear what you think of those, if you did. Awesome, awesome artwork once again by Kev Gray. Just look at that, how striking that is. A little bit closer. There we go. So yeah, that sounds rather good. Then we've got a can of Anarchists Across the Pond, which is a New England IPA brewed with Citra, Eldorado, Mosaic, and Simcoe. And I think this is actually brewed in collaboration with, I don't know if it's just one American home brewer or a couple or like a collective. I'm not too sure, but I like that, and very Antifa looking artwork to rile up the Proud Boys amongst you. So that sounds good. Nice selection of hops there. Quite classic, really. Got the other half box, just had the single hop Centennial. Ooh, how is that? I love other half. If I'd have realised there was just a box of other half. Was that released at the same time as the New York box, or is that like released a little bit earlier or a little bit later? I'd imagine it's all gone now. But that reminds me, I need to actually give my money for a Supermarket Sips, which actually has another half in there, I think. So then we've got a can of Circle of Snakes, which is a Citra hopped double IPA. Citra hopped double IPA. Love me some Citra, and I love the typography on this one. Just love it. Kev Gray. I'm gushing over Kev Gray here. So that's another pale beer. Then we've got, this is going to be a potentially drank on Coffee Beer Week. So this is Rise and Shine Coffee Milk Stout, brewed in collaboration with Outpost Coffee, brewed with malted barley, wheat, oats, lactose, and coffee beans, 5.2% ABV. Awesome artwork once again. So that'll go into the coffee stash. Then we've got Very Dangerous Asps, which I think is a reference to Indiana Jones. And this is a Mosaic hopped double IPA with, again, cool artwork. Maybe that might make a good head-to-head. The Simcobra and the Very Dangerous Asps. So yeah, you might see a live stream of those two. I'm loving doing my reviews on live stream. It's just so much easier. It's a bit of a ball ache trying to get all the information for the reviews copy and paste and typed in, because I'm just using my phone as opposed to getting it. I mean, I could get the stream set up beforehand using my MacBook, just to make it a little bit quicker. Let's see. On Sips is all of a half. Was it? So I just blindly went for that one. James says, same time, just lower down on the mail out. Works out at less than £8 a can. Fuck, I didn't realise that. And then I probably wouldn't have made this order if I'd have done that, to be honest. Adam says, Circle of Snakes is banging. Had it on draft at Head of Steam in Liverpool. You know, when pubs existed. Yeah, I think I've had a good amount of the Black Iris that I've consumed has been in a pub or a bar. And I think I've had a couple in Head of Steam. But I think that was in Birmingham. I was at Birmingham or Leeds. I can't remember. And then last but by no means least, we've got a chocolate and hazelnut porter called Her Name Was Weberra, with a nice big juicy spider on there. So yeah, double or an imperial porter with chocolate and hazelnut. Sounds good. With hazelnut essence, sugar, cacao nibs, and vanilla pods. So yeah, lovely stuff. It is primarily pale beers, I know. They didn't really have any, because it would have been good to get a glass to go along with these. That's one thing I want to do is when I make an order direct from a brewery, I want to have at least one piece of glassware thrown in. But yeah, I'm happy with that. 2 t-shirts, 6 cans of beer for I can't remember how much. I think it's got a good amount of value there. Looking forward to properly getting into Black Iris. I've not had any of their beers for a while actually, as I rub my pregnant stomach. And yeah, that's it. I'll try and do the next live stream on time. I've got a feeling that might not happen since I was getting interrupted at the start of this stream. But rest assured, you'll be seeing these being reviewed at some point. I might do it as a Black Iris beer week, or I might just do them intermittently. I mean, you'll definitely be seeing that coffee porter potentially showing up. How can you definitely potentially? That might show up on my birthday coffee beer week, which is all dark beers. Hopefully, I could pick up some paler beers that have got coffee in them. But then again, I don't really want to buy any more beer because I've got no space for the ones I've got here, and I think my beer consumption's gone up maybe just a little bit more than I'd like it to. I'm trying to stick to the rule of not drinking in the week, but I've done an absolutely wank job of that. But yeah, that's it really. So thank you for stopping by. If you're a fan of Black Iris, let me know out of these beers which ones you like, which ones that I haven't picked up do you like, and yeah, go check them out. Links are going to be down below. Coming up after this stream, I'm going to be looking at the 2 collaboration beers from Cloudwater and Left Handed Giant. That looks really good. And I'm not referring to me reading Adam's moist January comment. It's actually been a very dry January, but we won't go into that. Anyway, I'm a fucking prick. Thanks for watching. Check out Black Iris. If you're interested in giving them a go, then go to the website and use the code. It's on the front page of their website anyway. I can't remember the stipulations of it. But yeah, so looking forward to these, and hopefully you'll look forward to seeing a little bit more of me this evening. And yeah, cheers for watching. And you all take care, stay safe, and hope this is the start of a good weekend for you all. Cheers. I've just realised I've left the wrong ticker on the whole stream. Professional. Absolute